Good Monday morning. I am, of course, Genevieve Jones-Wright, founder and lead empower mentor of Motivation.In.Action, or MIA, and welcome to Motivational Mondays with Maresa Talbert, who is so many things to so many people. Welcome. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm so excited. Thanks for having me.
I love that big smile. I love that energy. I love it all.
I love you.
Thank you. I love you too. When I thought about who I wanted to talk to, I was like, yeah, Maresa. So, I called you way at the top of the year saying, are you going to do Motivational Mondays?
Yes, you did.
So thank you so much for obliging me.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Yes. So who is Maresa?
Ooh, loaded question. Maresa is a wife, a daughter, a friend, a sweet tea connoisseur, a foodie, a person who loves to be alone and likes her peace.
See, I like that. We're getting to the real stuff here.
Yeah.
We're talking sweet tea.
Yes.
Leave me alone, please, because I need to be in my peace.
That part.
That's what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You're also a lawyer.
I am.
You're an entrepreneur.
That's true.
You are the president of the Earl B. Gilliam Bar Association.
Amen.
And just so much.
It comes with the territory. There's a lot of other little things that's floating on the tail end of that, but yes.
Yes. So tell me about the Talbert Law Firm.
Okay, Talbert Law Office is a law practice that focuses on helping entrepreneurs, founders, creators, and influencers. And we help with business formations, nonprofit formations, trademarks, copyright, contracts, all the things that really are focused on that set of people. We're helping them build legacy, build wealth, and protect their creative assets.
And you do it very well. So I want to take this kind of step by step.
Okay.
Because I'm also not just a fan of the Talbert Law Office, but I'm a client.
You are.
And so you helped me incorporate my LLC, Perpetual Autobiographer.
Yes.
And you also registered my trademark.
That's right.
So I'm going to be the owner of a federally registered trademark.
Amen. Say it again.
And if somebody wants to use the phrase that I coined, they're going to have to pay me my coins, right?
They're going to have to pay you your coin.
Yes.
Okay.
So what can you tell people who are like me who want to start a business? Like, I know that my goal is building an empire.
Okay. So first, I tell people, especially those who are in the creative space, I say stop sharing everything with everybody. Like, you cannot share your great ideas with a lot of people because a lot of times they will either take that and use it against you, or they'll take it and try to run with it. And when it comes to protecting, especially intellectual property, it's on a first come, first serve basis. So it doesn't matter if you came up with it. It matters who got to the particular office first. So please stop sharing everything. Move in silence. Move in silence. That's the first thing I tell people. The second thing I tell people is you can't be afraid of getting help. You have to know your weaknesses. And when it comes to like lawyers, a lot of people shy away from lawyers because they don't understand what lawyers do. They think they only come to a lawyer when something has happened. But I am very much preventative. And if you come to me first, I want to help you build that, empire. I want to help you build that legacy. But if you come too late, either you're going to be paying more than you would have paid up front, or it might be too late and you have to totally revamp everything that you thought and planned that you were going to do.
Now, I love that. And I love to tell people to invest in yourselves.
Yes.
And so people shouldn't be afraid to pay lawyers. Let me just say this, and I think I want to start a blog about this, but quit calling me, texting me, messaging me, talking about, do you have a lawyer for free that can help me with something or low bono? You wouldn't do that with doctors. But anyway,
You wouldn't do that with a lot of people.
You wouldn't
You
do
know
that
what I'm
with
saying?
a lot of people.
I say it all the time. Like, you don't go into Gucci store talking about, can I get this for free? No. Like, and you're excited to pay their price. Hello, we went to work for school for how long?
Exactly.
No, our brains are valuable, our time is valuable, and we out here trying to help you. So get your coin together, and so you can come correct and pay.
Exactly. And I will say this too, though. You don't have exorbitant rates.
I try not to, but guess what?
You're raising them?
Yesterday's price is not today's price, okay?
I love that.
It's
I love
not,
that.
no more, because I'm 5 years in now, and I have realized the value's there.
Absolutely. You're good at what you do. You should be compensated for that. And people come to you because they're going to get benefits. They're going to get protection of their ideas, protection of whatever intellectual property that they have, and plus the protection for their business.
And not only that, they get all of that, but they also, I have clients now who are, I like to call it renting out their intellectual property. Like you said, they're going to have to pay you if they want to use your trademark. I have clients who are making passive income off of the work that we've done together. So it is really about investing in yourself. It is not just out here. We're not out here to like try to take your money. Some are, but most are not. And so if you want to do the thing right, invest in yourself, pay the money up front, because it will actually, you will see that value on the back end.
Yeah, you're going to get a return on your investment and it pays dividends.
Absolutely.
So, the other way you support people is through educating them in a very entertaining format. So, I am also a fan of your YouTube channel because you are just like how you're doing it right now. You put the information out there and you're just kind of like, this is what it is. You speak as yourself. You're very professional, but you just speak in everyday language that people understand. Lay people understand what a copyright infringement is after they tune into your YouTube channel. So tell us about the YouTube channel. Where can we find you and why should we subscribe?
Well, okay. So I started the YouTube channel because I was getting the same questions over and over and over from clients and non-clients, but just from people in general. And so I thought, I'm really tired of getting this same question. And it wasn't tired of like people asking, it was, I have an answer to this and I need to put this out to the masses. And so one of the goals of Talbert Law Office is to provide culturally relevant education. And the YouTube channel was just a very intuitive way to provide culturally relevant education around business, nonprofit, and intellectual property law. So I really want people to understand. I really want to address issues that people in this space are seeing and dealing with all the time. And really, I really want people to know. Like, I just want you to know. And so that's why I started the YouTube channel. You should subscribe because I'm giving you the gems. I truly am giving you the gems. And it's fun for me now. When I first started it, I was very nervous because I'm such an introvert. But now it's like fun and I look forward to actually doing the recordings. And sometimes when I watch them back, I crack myself up. I'm like, did I really say that? Did I look at those faces? And I used to get that all the time, you know, in all walks of life, but especially in law school, people used to say, oh, I sit in the classroom just to see your face. And so sometimes now that I am recording myself and I see some of the faces I make, I'm like, child, get it together.
No, you don't need to get it together. That's why I love it. That's why I love your videos, because not only are they informative, they're just real, and I love your faces. And so what are some of the things that you say? Because I feel like you have like these taglines or these slogans or these things that you say that you probably don't even log. You just say them. They just come naturally to you.
I realize that I say, get it together now a lot. I realize that that's one of the big ones that I've noticed. It's mostly the faces though. I make a lot of faces and I'm like, who told you to make that face? But it just comes so naturally and I'm just like, it is what it is. You gonna get it. So you need to know exactly how I'm feeling about you doing this stuff.
See, you be doing this.
Yeah.
Like, get it together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I recorded one yesterday that comes out today. And I was doing a lot of air snatching. When I'm talking, sometimes I get really upset in the middle of what I'm saying because I know that people are really out here doing this and getting got.
But you are here to help the people. You are here to help the people.
I'm trying.
Yes.
I'm trying, doing my best.
So your YouTube channel name is Talbert Law Office.
That's right.
All right. And people should tune in because you do things that are very practical, like what provisions in a contract that we generally see in contracts mean.
I do. If there's a form that I talk about, I generally either show you the form on the video, or now I started putting links to the forms in the description box. So I'm not out here leaving you hanging. I really am trying to give tangible, practical advice that you can take and implement in your own business or in your own creative space.
For free.
For free. That part.
So I want to flip the script for just 1 second. And, we talked about you obviously being a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
You're an entrepreneur. But before that, you went to law school.
Whew, amen.
So what were the challenges that you faced as a Black woman in law school and or becoming a lawyer?
So law school was a little different for me because I was not a traditional law student. I was coming out of active duty military, and starting law school I knew that my dream was to be a lawyer. And so I was very, very focused in law school. So academically, that was not as much of a challenge for me as it is for most students. But what was a challenge was when I was in law school, it was I don't want to say the start because it's been happening so often, but it was the wave of seeing Black men getting killed by police officers. And it was being seen on tape over and over. It was Alton Sterling and Terrence Crutcher. And it was like back to back to back to back. And I remember I was on the board of the Black Law Student Association, and it was 4 of us as board members. And I remember one day I woke up and it was another story on TV that morning as I was getting dressed to go to class. And I just broke down crying. And I called the other board members, and we all were on the phone crying together. Like, why are we seeing this? Why is this happening? And it was close to finals. We went to the dean's office. We decided, let's go. Let's meet up together. We're going to go to the dean's office because they are not acknowledging the trauma. And what made it worse was there was that Orlando shooting in the LGBTQ plus club. Pulse nightclub. And they raised the rainbow flag at the school and gave out condolences. And we were like, okay, thanks, but what about us too? And we were upset. And so we went to the dean's office. I remember we were like, with the receptionist, can we get an appointment with Dean such and such? And the receptionist was like, oh, she's not going to be available. We left that reception office and went straight to her door. And she was in her office at the time, and we were like, we need to speak with you now. And so we raised our concerns. They elevated it to the overall dean, because we went to the dean of students. They elevated it, and we told the school, you have not acknowledged our trauma as Black law students who are seeing this and dealing with this every single day. And they apologized. They asked if any of our BALSA students needed to rearrange their final schedules. They really tried to, come back and make it right. And that was like a real eye-opening starting point for me and, all the other work that I do beyond just being a lawyer. Um, that was a huge turning point for me in law school. And that was my second year. That was my second year of law school. So I would say that's probably one of the most memorable challenges that I experienced.
And now you head San Diego's local Black Bar Association, whose entire mission is to basically help get the scales of justice balanced
Yeah.
in all areas. So, socioeconomics, in our criminal legal system,
Yeah. Political,
education.
Yeah, you name it. So that's a true honor. I started working with them as a law student, doing like research. Never thought it would equate to me being the president. That was never even one of my thought processes. I was happy being a student member. And when I graduated from law school, transitioning over to an attorney member, and I was just happy to be there. And now to be the president is like, what? Me? So I take that as an incredible honor and reward. Um, it's amazing.
And you're doing amazing work. The legacy continues through EBGBA under your leadership.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. As I took the mantle from you, so I appreciate it.
No problem. My honor to hand you that mantle, my
Thank
sister,
you.
and never looked back.
Thank you.
So as we conclude today's conversation, what is it that you want to leave the audience with today as they seek to start their week on a motivational note?
Okay, so there's multiple audiences that I would like to really address. Just in general, I would like to tell people it's never too late. Whatever you have the passion for, whatever is on your heart, start it, do it. It is never too late, and there are resources to help you along the way. I do want to say, though, that entrepreneurship seems very sexy, and it is the it thing right now. There's a entrepreneurship wave going on right now. But entrepreneurship is not for everyone. It is not for everyone. So do not feel discouraged if you don't have the motivation or the desire to be an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs need workers too. And if you are comfortable being a worker and, going to work, coming home, that's fine too. Be okay with that. Just be your best self in whatever you are doing. So that is what I would love to leave the audience with.
I love that. Be your best self. Everybody's not cut out to be an entrepreneur, but if you are, look her up. She will get you right.
I'm here, y'all.
As she's doing the air snatches. I love it. Let me tell you, I've thoroughly enjoyed this conversation.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us for this week's Motivational Mondays. I'm going to see you next week, same time, same place, right here, with more inspiration to help you jumpstart your week. Now, if you found this week's conversation inspirational or motivational in any way, maybe you got a gem to carry with you throughout the day or the week, please feel free to like, comment, and share. Because remember, everyone can use some motivation. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. I'll see you next week.